And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. On second down now, it's Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And at that...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on. I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
Throwing on second down, Goff, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Check. Lucky. Watch the eye. Here we go. 76.
They are going for it. Goff. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. At the 36-yard line.
There you go. 98 Watch the run. Check that. 26.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
After the interception, here's gone. It's complete. Stills. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11.
Pick me up. Here we go.
5.
Goff now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for sack number 22 on the year. And folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Dorsett on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Now Hunt. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get?
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Stills the intended target. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make them.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now it's Hunt. And they go back backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. On third down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Goff now looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Goff now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Merlin. Hey, Haywood.
Out of the gun. Goff. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now gone. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullock good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Fuck that all I get. Not there right there, pick. That make the ball fuck. I don't like that shit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball.
That's caught inside the 20.
Show me
Big
that.
play there for the Panthers. 62 yards. Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Boy, he's not working.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get
I carefully chose my DBs this year.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
All right, I got to put up 31 points to get to 100. I mean,
getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for it. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Watch the pass. Hey, check 24.
I can try around this corner with George. That's what we pick. What we do.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
7. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Done.
3rd and long. It's gone. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Super 1.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Whitney Merciless. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Just right now.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run again with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Go back
the
to
decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Check 26. Hey, kill. We're good.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. That's Murray. And yardage brought down at the 32. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 4 down.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
D lost? Oh, my God.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point.
Oh,
I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
He did
throw it. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter.
I got 2. You don't know no better.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Watch 98.
Smart.
Here's Prescott. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Movement's right there.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
No.
And it's intercepted at the goal
Bad
line.
pass.
Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Murray. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
Get it.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
Dante Jackson fast, but I don't think he'll go pick that bitch off.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
I'll run him. Go other way.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
He's going deep and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Snoop. What playbook can you use him? Probably Chiefs.
On the delay, this is Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back.
I'm finna go check his speed, too. He got Richard Sherman? Why he didn't put Richard Sherman on, oh, nah, he's slower. Ooh. Oh, yeah, that's tough.
To the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He was ready. On the tackle. No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Hold on. Check. Man, I got you.
To throw is gone. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills.
At the 6-yard line.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run with Hunt. And he will get into the end zone. It's a...
I was scared for my DBs. I got nothing but speed.
Another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
All right,
they're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. That was second down run for Murray. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here goes tonight. 180.
It's our time.
Check 52. 4 now. 12. 12. 12. Turbo set.
Gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Don't say Jackson.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Dorsett.
Oh, I did not see him. Oh, I thought I had touchdown.
That officially given 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Marquise Brown, his 21st touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the
I can't
icing on the cake, if you will. And it's no good.
No, that's in there.
It's not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cut.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Got crispy-ass release.
Gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Last play.
One last throw here for Goff. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they click.
Start the broadcast.